Live and local with coverage you can count on. This is WNEM-TV5 News at 5:30.
Police departments are wrestling with their chase policies after learning the results of a shocking investigation.
USA Today found more than 5,000 bystanders and passengers have been killed in police chases since 1979. Omar Villafranca has an inside look at the investigation.
High-speed chases occur nearly every day across the nation.
Whoa, look at that. Look at that crazy.
Drivers fleeing police into oncoming traffic.
Whoa!
And blowing through intersections that sometimes end in major collisions. This is the aftermath of a chase last month in Indianapolis. The driver, a suspected shoplifter, was pursued for miles along a busy road and plowed into a vehicle, killing a grandmother. It's just one of thousands of chases a USA Today study found claimed the lives of innocent people. Reporter Tom Frank conducted the 4-month-long investigation.
Nearly half of the people who are killed in police chases are not the suspects being pursued. They're either bystanders or passengers in the cars. If half the people who were killed in police shootings were bystanders, there would be an uproar.
Records from the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration cited at least 11,500 people killed in police chases from 1979 to 2013. That's an average of 329 people a year. These kinds of pursuits have led some of the nation's 18,000 police departments to review and change their policies.
You control your vehicle just like you control the bullets in your gun.
The cities of Milwaukee, Orlando, Dallas, and Phoenix have highly restrictive pursuit policies where they basically allow a pursuit only for a known violent felon.
Craig Miller was deputy chief of the Dallas Police Department when they changed their chase policy in 2006.
The most important thing we got to look at is, common sense, risk versus reward. When the guy runs from us, what are we hoping to gain by catching them? And what sort of danger does he pose to the public?
Omar Villafranca, CBS News, Dallas.
Now, if you'd like to see our own recent reports on deadly police chases, you can find them at WNEM.com.
Let's take a live look outside right now at Saginaw. So far, it's been a pleasant Friday, but we're keeping our eyes on the skies. Here's meteorologist Chris Eastlick with a first look at our forecast. Hi, Chris.
Hey there, David. Yeah, we are keeping an eye on a few rain showers and even a few thunderstorms as we go throughout the evening here. We'll take you over to your First Warn 5 sky tracker and show you that we do have a lot of moisture starting to move into the picture here, but on a wider view, it looks like we're going to be in for a long night, but we do have a very dry atmosphere in place, and actually a lot of this precipitation is not hitting the ground tonight. But in a few areas, we are seeing some heavy downpours, and eventually any shower activity that we're seeing at the current time is going to come to an end as we go into sunset. 82 degrees, the current temperature in Midland under mostly cloudy skies. 85 in Flint, still partly cloudy there, but both locations seeing a westerly breeze around 20 miles an hour. We'll take you over to Bay City, where it's currently 82 degrees there under mostly cloudy skies. And the same thing in Saginaw, 82 degrees and mostly cloudy skies. Winds a little bit lighter in Saginaw. Dew points are comfortable in all locations, and that's always important during the summertime. Here's your next 5 hours. We're going to carry the rain chance through about 7 p.m. I think that's when the chances are greatest, by 8 o'clock. And once again, going into the sunset hours, we should be good to go with dry weather. By 10 o'clock, we're still in the 70s. Here's your evening headlines. Isolated showers and storms tonight. We'll carry a small chance for those tomorrow afternoon once again, but we'll map all those out in your full forecast coming up.
Thank you, Chris. Across Michigan now, the stepdad of a 13-year-old boy charged with murder will be sentenced for child abuse. The 38-year-old told a Grand Rapids judge he struck the boy with a belt, leaving marks on his body. A year later, police say that boy stabbed a 9-year-old boy on a playground. The child goes on trial at the end of August.
Michigan could be the first state to make autism a qualifying condition for medical marijuana. A review panel made the recommendation today. Supporters say oils in the plant can help control extreme behavior in severely autistic kids. Critics say there's not enough research. The Department of Licensing and Regulatory Affairs has a final say in the matter.
A piece of art that once graced a Detroit auto plant is going up for auction. It was done by the elusive British graffiti artist Banksy. It features a child holding a bucket of red paint and brush with the message, "I remember when all this was trees." It's on an 8-foot section of wall weighing 1,500 pounds. It will be sold at the end of September.
Well, how would you like to see a $1 million winner? Well, feast your eyes on this puppy. This Powerball ticket was bought in April by a woman in Shiawassee County. Carmen Dolan of Ovid bought it at the Burton Corners Party Store in Owasso. She says she found it was a winner 3 weeks after the drawing. Well, she and her husband claimed their jackpot today.
And even if you don't win the big one, you could win free fill-ups for a year. Beginning Monday, people who buy instant game tickets at a Speedway store and scan their rewards card, well, they'll be entered in a giveaway for a $2,500 gift card. Each lottery dollar equals an entry. Entries run through the end of September. 2 winners will be announced in early October.
Right now, the Tri-City Motor Speedway is gearing up for another night of racing.
That's right. It's also prepping for a very special night that shines a spotlight on mental health awareness. TV5's Scott Johnson joins us live now at the Speedway in Auburn. Scott, what's going on there?
Yes, we are live here at Tri-City Motor Speedway in Auburn for Mental Health Night. This is going to be a fundraiser for the McLaren Foundation for Mental Health, and they're going to be donating $2 off an area adult ticket tonight for the foundation. And the Saginaw Spirit are also involved in this, and they're going to match up donations up to $1,000 as well. I'm talking now to Connie Gill of the McLaren. And Connie, I know that people are going to come in here tonight and they're going to ask questions, and that's what you're hoping to do. What question or what's the one thing that you would like to impress upon anybody who comes in here and asks a question and have them leave with that information tonight?
The biggest thing that we want to impress upon people is it's the shame and the isolation that people feel when they have mental health issues, and we want them to know, please don't ever be ashamed. We have plenty of resources that are available for people tonight, be it you, a family member, a friend, someone. There's lots of information on local resources and places where people can go and get immediate help.
Now, we like to use sports analogies all the time, hitting a home run against cancer, stuff like that. And here we are at a racetrack, and really this is kind of a race, but it doesn't start with a green flag. It probably starts with red flags. What are some of the red flags that that people should be looking for?
Well, I think that certainly I'm not a clinical person, but I've been around enough to understand, and with these clinical people, to know that any change in behavior, any change in appetite, any change, they regress, they stay in their room, they don't want to participate, they don't want to go out and have fun with their friends, or just come out and sit with the family. There's some very significant signs out there, and if people say to you that they're depressed and they're having a hard time, don't just shove that under the table. Say, how can I help you immediately? Get help, the help that you need. It's here. We want to help you, and we'll take you wherever you need to go.
Thank you, Connie. Connie, once again from McLaren, and once again we're at the Tri-City Motor Speedway racing tonight, and they're also hosting Mental Health Night. Scott Johnson, WNEM TV5 Sports, back to you.
Okay, thank you, Scott, for that, and we will check back in with Scott tonight at 6. And tonight at 6, a local man buys a foreclosed home and gets an unwelcome surprise from the city.
Yeah, it turns out the home had an outstanding water bill, and the man is being told to pony up the dough. But should he have to? We're asking the tough questions.
That's right. Still ahead at 5:30. Sunscreen only protects you if you remember to put it on, right? Well, there's a new product to remind you when it is time to reapply.
But first, a car slams into a barricade at the nation's capital, and now police are trying to determine if this was an accident or a threat to security.